Hey there, welcome to GemIIToys. Here we are once again. This time we have the MMS 529 Thanos from Endgame. Now I've been really looking forward to receiving this figure. It recently started rolling out in Japan. I know in other parts of the world some of you guys have received it, as well as there's some reviews out there. But anyways, I'm gonna get right into it and I'll show you guys the box. You've probably seen it, and if you haven't, enjoy looking at it. This is my first time looking at it as well, and I really am impressed with this box. Beautiful image of Thanos here, wearing his armor. Yeah, I really like the Infinity War version of Thanos, but there's something about the armored version that makes it more special. And well, and you know, this also could be Infinity War. He does have the gauntlet. Let's take a look at the side. Gauntlet with all the stones, but you could kind of make it work so it seems like he's only got one stone on there. It says Thanos. Let's see, here we got the back of the box. Warning, Thanos is massive. Yes, I know, box is really big, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. Another quick side here, and back to the front. Now let me see if I can pull this slip cover off on camera. Oop. Here's the box without the slip cover. As you can see, there's the Infinity Gauntlet image. His massive weapon. Wow, can't wait to see that. There's Thanos himself. Now, here on the side, you already saw this. You could kind of see through. It's got a cutout, so you could see this image of the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm not sure what this image is here. And the Avengers logo, which you could see because the slipcover has a cutout. Cast and crew, and the Avengers logo, reducing to dust, or reducing to atoms, if Thanos would say, right? So, this is my first Endgame figure, and I'm really excited. Most people, this will be their first Endgame figure. Those who were lucky enough to get the D23 Captain America, it's their second one, but I ain't one of those lucky guys because I couldn't go to that event, and if you didn't get that figure at the event, it was really expensive. So anyways, let me cut out the bologna once again and unbox this bad boy, the Mad Titan. So here he is, fresh out of the box. As you can see, that's one of the heads, the angry head. Same one as the Infinity War version. No gauntlet, I would say same one as the Infinity version. However, this one is can be detached. I'm not sure if the Infinity War version, I always wondered if you could detach it, but I never wanted to do so. But look great. They still have the wrappings. I'll get rid of those shortly. An assortment of hands. He comes with the two fists. He has, this one's for holding his weapon, I would imagine. This one here. See, nice detail. These hands all have real nice detail. You can kind of see there. But this one is for holding the weapon on the other hand. So two holding. Actually, I should have these two together. So these two are the same, kind of for like getting ready to attack, position, or, and these are two relax stands right here. Comes with batteries for the 3 batteries for the Infinity Gauntlet. This weapon, I love it. Look how shiny it is. Real nice. Real nice detail. Let's see here. Yep. And the base. Really like it. It's got a texture to it. And this, you can feel the logo printed in there as well. It's kind of like a sandpaper texture, I guess I want to say, so you guys can understand. And the plate in the front looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this much better than the Infinity War base. It's just, you know, it takes much less space. What can I say? You know, I like having figures next to each other, so the smaller the base, the better. And here you can kind of see the detail on the armor of the figure. And there are those feet, the legs. Look at all that from battle, all that detail. Right there. You would say his skirt. I believe it's made out of rubber. Yeah, that's what I thought. Gotta get rid of all that foam. But look at all that armor. All the scratches and damage from battle. Very nice detail. And there he is. Like I said, the same head is the Infinity War version. If you actually take off his helmet, it looks the same. This helmet, let's see if you can see, if I can get it to focus here, has foam inside, so that's a real nice touch. That way you don't have to worry when placing it on his head that you're going to damage the head sculpt. Look at that. Get him here from a different bunch of angles. I'm loving what I'm seeing. All right, and here we have him stripped down. So without his helmet. I noticed what I think is a little paint mishap right there. If you can see it in the middle. Doesn't bother me too much, as I plan to have him wearing his helmet most of the time, but I don't think that's supposed to be there. Anyways, I took this off here. You can see when the first time you take it off, it looks like it just rubbed off the paint right there. Not that that matters either, because you won't see it. Well, that paint mishap bothers me a little bit, but not that. Either way, it's kind of hard. You really got to pull hard. You can see my hand, pull hard to get that off, and that way you can get the Infinity Gauntlet on, or the arm. This is what the other side of the arm looks like. Get to focus right there. You just kind of plug it in there like such. Now, what else can we say here? These here are magnetized. You might have seen that already. Right there, just like that. Easy to apply, easy to remove. Now these here, you can see it on this side here. It's got this one. The other side he doesn't have it. It's got this clip. You can see right there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There. That clip, you insert it like that. It just kind of clicks in. Or you could probably slide it. You could probably slide it up, but you're risking scratching the paint, which is why that feature is on there. Nice feature, I think. I just don't think you should abuse it too much, because over time it might lose its ability to click in there. So there's that. Now this skirt's bothering me a little bit because it's kind of tucked into the side. I don't know if it will naturally just drape over time, or I might just apply a hair dryer, just kind of warm it up a little bit so it will just drape naturally. But nothing that can't be fixed, I think. Now you also have this jiggliness. I saw it online, a few people complained about it, but it's part of the system of the ratchet joints, just kind of clicking in place. I know all of them are like this. It's not unique to mine, so that's not a concern. What else? A mess here of accessories. That's about it for now. I am a little bummed out about that right there. Paint mishap. I don't know. Since it's purple, it looks like battle damage. It's actually okay. I just have to accept it. I just got the figure, and these figures are so expensive, you can't help but to be picky, right? And nitpick the heck out of them, perhaps. Let's put his helmet on. Yeah, I like this look. This is why I wanted the armored Thanos, because, you know, that's the look I wanted to go for. Without a helmet is the Infinity War version, which I have, and like I said, I will definitely put them side by side to show you guys. And as you would expect, when putting the double sword, inserting it into the hand, there's no real way of doing it safely, so let's see if you can see. Scuffing the paint. Scuffing is already there, but I don't really think it's something you can avoid, but be aware and careful when you do so. Here's a pose for you. Getting ready to battle. I know it's the same, I keep saying it, same Infinity War head sculpt, but that helmet makes such a difference. His double-bladed sword looks really cool as well. It's quite heavy, actually, but he does hold it well. The wrist articulation is quite tight, so he'll hold it no problem. Ratcheted joints here on the bicep area. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but as well as the armpit kind of going up and down. Now, of course, since he's got this massive armor, he doesn't have any waist articulation, but he does move to the sides. You can kind of pivot him. The legs are fairly well articulated. I would say for what it is and as much armor as he has, I'm pretty happy with the articulation. Doesn't feel real stiff, not hard to articulate. Now he does have toe articulation, which really can help. It's not, I'm not using it on this pose, but definitely I think will be very, very useful. And like I said, under all this armor, he's fairly well articulated. I feel like I can put him in some desired poses. Of course, you're not going to go crazy posing this guy. And I don't think you would want to. Now the fact that these are magnetized really helps, because you pose them up and put those back on with the magnet. What else can I say? The ankle pivot is really, right here. Ankle pivot is really good. Pivot side to side, up and down. Rotates very, very well. Underneath the skirt, it's this black, very soft material. In the back, it has a zipper that you can zip up and down. So underneath the armor, there's not much that's obstructing the articulation. Of course, the armor will do so though. The helmet, I've dropped it a few times just because it just really slides on and off easily, off the head of the figure, that is. So I thought it was staying on there. I'm trying to pose him and off it flies, so be careful. This time he's got the angry face. He's upset he has no nano ganglet. Anyways, like I said, this articulation here is quite good pivoting wise. You can't rotate very much because obviously it's obstructed by the armor. This, you kind of just move around the pieces of armor and you can get the desired articulation. Nothing crazy, obviously. And this skirt, as you rotate this around, it kind of clicks into place. Attached to the legs, there's the mechanism. This waist area will just click in. So I got a couple clicks. So it was clicked in a little bit to his right, I would say. My left. Now it looks better. It's draping better. Some heat, I'm sure, will just make it drape quite nicely, but I'm already happy with how it looks. So that's turned out not to be an issue. Real nice. He's just a beast of a figure. He's very big. That's the only thing that makes this figure hard to articulate, is his size. I just kind of put him on my lap and just kind of work the articulation and move the pieces of armor around my desired pose. But don't be afraid to articulate him. I mean, the guy's tough. He's Thanos. But he is expensive and he is a hot toy, so know his limits, read the instruction manual, and be careful. Here's the back of the figure. Now, nitpicking a little bit, this part of the armor here looks a little cheap. This part, the back, this looks nice as it's textured. You can see right here all this detail, real nice. But I'm not sure if you can see it with a light. This kind of looks a little more cheaper plastic. There's not a whole lot of detail going on in this area, but it's okay. Just something to point out. Now another thing I noticed, he's got a dent on his head. Do you guys have that? If you have them. Now I'm going to check my Infinity War version, but I don't remember this dent on his head. The other head sculpt has the same dent. Both head sculpts have the same. But I guess on the comparison video, that'll be a topic. Remember, is his head dented? What happened to you, Thanos? In battle, perhaps, in the past? Now, I was testing out here the Infinity Gauntlet. The batteries are fairly easy to install. It just has one screw. Let's see, one screw there. And all you need is I use this precision screwdriver. And easy to install, I would say. Nothing like installing batteries in the helmet of the Iron Spider. That was the biggest pain in the ass I've ever had to deal with, installing battery wise. But nonetheless, here is the switch button on, and it lights up quite nicely, as you can see. Real nice, including this one. That's a real nice light up feature. This room is quite well lit, and I'm sure you can see, like if I switch it off, that's quite the difference, isn't it? Yep. I'm hearing that sound of the Nano Gauntlet, or yeah, Nano Gauntlet is what I'd like to have. The Infinity Gauntlet. No, actually, I do prefer the Infinity Gauntlet better than the Nano Gauntlet. There's something about it. It's just kind of more, I don't know, epic. I'm not sure. But since I already have this one that came with the Infinity War version, I would have liked to had the Nano Gauntlet. I do like this angry face, but I've always liked the other one better. But it's cool for a variety. I'm grateful it's here. Or it comes with the figure, I should say. Got his helmet on his double blade. So it's an expensive figure. Check your reviews. Make sure you really desire this figure. Now, I'm not sure if I like this version better than the Infinity War one. I guess I will let you guys know on the comparison video, which I'll be making a little later this week. So I haven't really had any trouble removing the head. Really easy to remove. I've actually had more trouble removing this Infinity Gauntlet. You gotta kind of be really forceful with it. You gotta apply some strength. Now, I've heard that you can yank the arm off from the armpit area and use the Infinity War arm on this guy, so I might try that. And I've actually had a little more trouble putting the hands back on the wrist peg and kind of just working this up a little bit, this part here, working the part of the armor up so I can squeeze the hand up. It's been a little more troublesome than removing the head itself. And of course, like I said, the Infinity Gauntlet, you gotta apply some force. This skirt here doesn't look too good, but it's not draping right. But hope you guys like the poses I shared real quick. As always, I will share some more poses on my music showcase video, which I'll do of this guy and the Infinity War version. I'm planning to use both for the next one. Probably do that next month, but we'll do the comparison video first, and I'll be more familiar with the figure and I'll share more my thoughts. So before I conclude here, some good news. I was able to get rid of that spot. Barely. Let's see there. Yeah, I use an eraser to erase it, and then I just kind of slightly touched it up a little bit. There, you can really see it's pretty much invisible. Happy about that. Look at that face. So, to be quite honest, that spotty head on the top of his head was kind of bothering me. So, here's Thanos headless for the final section. So, what can I say I haven't said already? It's a pricey figure. Make sure you check your reviews and you really want this figure. If you love Thanos, I think this is the definite Thanos. The battle damage is not something I pre-ordered or planning to get. I might get it, but so far I don't see the need to having this guy. So I think this is the ultimate Thanos. I really do. I really love it. I really love it. That the ankle pivot he has is really sturdy, so he doesn't need a base to stand up. I mean, he stands just fine. And for having such a big armor, I mean, he's fairly posable. Like I said, nothing fancy. I haven't pushed him to his limits yet. I will do that in the future. But overall, I'm happy. Articulation is good. Likeness is amazing, just like the Infinity War version. The helmet makes it that much more amazing. And this is the signature Thanos, I think. So, with that said, I will say enjoy the path of collecting. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And I'll catch you guys next time.